Hey guys, this is Amit and you're watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between OnePlus Nord 2 5G versus Xiaomi Redmi K40. And we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips and about the prices. In the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, not to have triple camera setup, 50 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 2 megapixel of macro camera. On the other side, K40 comes with triple camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 5 megapixel of macro camera. So the winner here is K40 because it have low aperture which can take low noisy photos in low light condition. And about the front camera of the devices, Nord 2 have 32 megapixel of wide camera, whereas K40 have 20 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have 32 megapixel of wide camera which can take high resolution of photos. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Nord 2 have dual LED flash, HDR and panorama, whereas K40 have LED flash, HDR and panorama. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices, Nord 2 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 240 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. Whereas K40 can record 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 240 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is K40 because it can record slow motion video max at 960 fps. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Nord 2 have Android 11 support, on the other side K40 have Android 11 support, so it's a tie. And about the user interface of the devices, Nord 2 have Oxygen OS, whereas K40 have MIUI. So it's a tie because both of the devices have different user interface. So it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. Nord 2 is powered by Dimensity 1200 5G based on 6nm processor, whereas K40 is powered by Snapdragon 870 5G based on 7nm processor. So the winner here is K40 because it have 5% faster processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, Nord 2 is packed with Mali G77, whereas K40 is also packed with Adreno 650. So the winner here is K40 because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. Nord 2 can clock at 3.0 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset, whereas K40 can clock at 3.2 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset. So the winner here is K40 because it have faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, Nord 2 have two options 8 and 12 GB, whereas K40 have two options 6 and 8 GB. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have high capacity of RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. Nord 2 comes with 128 and 256 GB of storage, whereas K40 have 128 and 256 GB of storage too. So it's a tie here. And about the external storage of the devices, Nord 2 did not have any card slot, whereas K40 did not have any. So it's a tie. Moving to the display features of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. Nord 2 have 6.43 inches of display. On the other side, K40 also have 6.67 inches of display. So the winner here is K40 because it have bigger screen size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, Nord 2 have approximately 85.8%, whereas K40 have 85.9%. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. Nord 2 comes with Full HD Plus display. On the other side, K40 also have Full HD Plus display. So it's a tie. And about the display type of the devices, Nord 2 have Fluid AMOLED display having 90Hz of refresh rate with HDR10 support, whereas K40 also have Super AMOLED display having 120Hz of refresh rate with HDR10 plus support. So the winner here is K40 because it have 120Hz of refresh rate, which makes transitions more smoother. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. Nord 2 have 8.3 mm of thickness, whereas K40 have 7.8 mm of thickness. So clearly the winner here is K40 because it have slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, Nord 2 comes with 189 grams of weight, whereas K40 have 196 grams of weight. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have lighter body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, Nord 2 have Gorilla Glass 5, whereas K40 have Gorilla Glass 5 on it. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same generation of glass. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Nord 2 have glass back with plastic frame, whereas K40 have glass back with plastic frame. So it's a tie because both of the devices have solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie here. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Nord 2 have under display fingerprint scanner. On the other side, K40 have side mounted fingerprint scanner. So the winner here is K40 because it has physical scanner which is faster than under display fingerprint scanner. And about the sensors in the devices, Nord 2 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas K40 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity, compass and color spectrum. So the winner here is K40. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. Nord 2 have 4500 mAh of battery capacity, whereas K40 also have 4520 mAh of battery capacity. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have approximately same battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. Nord 2 have 65 watts of fast charging, whereas K40 have 33 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it can charge up the device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Nord 2 comes with stereo speakers, whereas K40 have stereo speakers too. So it's a tie. And about the headphone jack of the devices, Nord 2 did not have any 3.5mm of headphone jack, whereas K40 also did not have. So it's a tie. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices comes with Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. K40 have 6th generation of Wi-Fi which provide more coverage area and more speed. So the winner here is K40. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, Nord 2 have 5.2 generation of Bluetooth, whereas K40 have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth. So clearly the winner here is Nord 2 because it have newer generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. Nord 2 have dual band 8 GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, BDS and other chips, whereas K40 have dual band 8 GPS, Galileo, BDS and other chips. So it's a tie because both of the devices have many chips. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, Nord 2 comes with 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support, whereas K40 have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support. So it's a tie here. Moving to the price of the devices, in the international market, starting price of Nord 2 is around $300, whereas K40 is available from $400. In the Indian market, Nord 2 have starting range from 28,000 rupees, whereas K40 is available from 22,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner here is K40. In the performance, the winner here is K40. In the display, the winner here is K40. In the body segment, it's a tie. In the features of the device, the winner here is Nord 2. In the communication chips, the winner here is K40. And about the prices, the winner here is K40. So the decision is totally yours. Which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below. What do you think, which device is better for you? So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what your thoughts in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.